Dear friends, I welcome you all in FOREX Fundamental Players Group. We will cover step by step how to do fundamental analysis, what is market sentiment and how it is determined, what is best way to do technical analysis that is done by hedge funds, banks, etc. What should we look for before each trade, how to make perfect entries, and simple strategies for scalping based on support and resistance, Fibonacci, pin bars, etc. Uh, Number 5 and 6 will be elaborated via MT4. Why I am doing this? I was like you, facing problems. I joined different forums, websites, Google, and came to know that more than 90% traders are stuck in graphs, in lines, and indicators. And after each entry, you start praying that the price should move in favor, but in longer run, we fail. Our teachers tell us how to trade, but they don't tell us where to enter the market and where we should not. Do we think that the price moves because of technical lines? No. Then what are the major factors that move the price? These are three major factors: fundamentals, sentiment, and technicals. These two will be covered in next two presentations. Let's look at fundamental analysis. There are some myths regarding fundamental trading, that the news is the fundamental trading. But the fundamental trading is not trading at the time of news, but to trade the impact of news. What are the factors that move the price? These are There are certain economic indicators that tells us that the economy of a specific country is going in what direction. What are these economic indicators? Number one is employment status. If if the more people are employed, more job openings are there, more average hourly earnings are there, that means that country's economy is expanding, that lead to increase in the value of that country's currency. Same is the case with inflation. Higher the inflation, more the investors will come into that country. So more is the investment, better is the economy expansion. Thirdly is GDP, gross domestic product. This is also a better economic indicator, and if the GDP is increasing, that means that the country's economy is expanding. There are some geopolitical events like war, government changes, as the government changes in Greece. So because of government changes, the price of the monetary policy of that specific country is changed, and that leads to changes in price of that country's currency as well. So every country has a central bank. Central bank is responsible to control these economic indicators. What are the tools that the central bank use to control these economic indicators? These are: number one, interest rate changes, the price limits, as you have observed that this is done by Swiss National Bank, quantitative easing programs. Currently European Central Bank is in. Language: at the time of meetings, hawkish means everything is going wrong, price will increase. Dovish means something is wrong, the price may go down. Central banks usually focus to control one economic indicator at one time. So rate changes, quantitative easing, or price limits have major effect on forex markets, and the price moves from 100 to 1000 pips. We have observed in January a price limit was removed by SNB, and that crashed even the brokers. We are seeing rate changes by Australia and Canada, and markets had big moves. Quantitative easing announced by European Central Bank has taken euro dollar from 1.25 to 1.12, and by the end of the year it is going to go to 1.000. So doesn't these information give us confidence to trade in which direction? Yes, we will discuss perfect entries in next videos. So this is the fundamental play. It's looking complex. Let's simplify. Let's discuss major central banks and their monetary targets of 2015. Everyone knows that the Federal Reserve is the central bank of United States. Their major focus is the inflation target 2% and to better the employment figures. Federal is planning a rate hike in quarter 2 or quarter 3 in 2015. That means the dollar will be getting stronger in 2015 and even mid 2016. And the major banks analysts are suspecting that the euro dollar will be at parity. It is best idea to buy dollar against weaker currencies like euro and yen. That means to short, to sell euro dollar and to take long or buy positions of dollar yen. But where to enter will be discussed in technical analysis video. Let's have a look at European Central Bank's monetary target. Their monetary target is inflation rate, but European economy is at the verge of collapsing and the Greek seems to be the first. Finally, European Central Bank has announced quantitative easing program to support the common currency in March. Details are expected in March. So this will lead to weaken the euro, and the best is to short euro against strong currencies like USD and New Zealand dollar. Bank of England is also focusing like USA. Their inflation target is 2% and to get better employment figures. Bank of England is planning a rate hike in quarter 4. That means sterling will be getting stronger near the end of 2015. If the employment status and the CPI and PPI data supports, then sterling will get stronger against weak currencies. In quarter 1 and 2, we will look to short to sell sterling against dollar and buy against weaker currencies. If we see Bank of Japan, their inflation target is 2%, but decreasing oil prices and China's growth is a setback for yen, and their inflation targets are getting far. And Japan is planning measures, although these are not announced yet. So the yen is weaker against major currencies. To sell against major is the best option. So we will opt to buy to take long opportunities in dollar yen. There are some sources of important sources of these information. Uh, you can get regular tweets from Ransquag. This is authentic source. The link is given here. This updates at every major news, at every major event. You can also get this information from Bloomberg and FOREX Crunch. Just have a look at the headlines of these articles. We don't need to spend hours in articles, but just go to headlines. These will tell us a lot. If we see the recent headline, today's headline on Forex Crunch. So Greece optimism sends euro dollar shooting higher. It seems real. So that there is a talk between European Central Bank officials and the Greece, and they are coming to some solution. So at this time, at this sort of specific news, the price of euro dollar will increase. So, but this will give us a better opportunity to enter sell positions, because this specific news doesn't change any fundamental of USA or Europe. So both currencies are going in the same direction. So this will provide best option to short euro dollar. If we see this article from Bloomberg, so just click this article, and if it is clear that the oil prices are going down, then isn't it better idea to take sell position on every up movement in oil? We should not open buy position in oil in such a scenario when the prices are going down and down. So we have seen that fundamentals move the price drastically, but sometimes economic data is positive but the price moves against. This is called sentiment, means the mood of the traders, mood of the market. After big fundamental moves, this is the sentiment that lead to the correction. How we can measure the sentiment of the market? Sentiment of the market can be measured by some data like commitment of traders report. This report is issued by Chicago Mercantile Exchange every Friday, and the timing chart analysis of these pairs. These both will be discussed in next video in detail, and you will see the source of that file, that information, and you will also see how to analyze these reports and get to know the what is the market sentiment. So in next video presentation we will see how the sentiment changes the market direction and how can we know it in advance that the market sentiment is going to change. Okay, so thank you very much. If you have any question or need further clarification, please PM me. If the friends from Pakistan have problem in understanding English, I will translate into Urdu, but please let me know. Please do share your feedback, right? If you like this video, then do share your feedback as well. This video will be updated on YouTube soon, so I will share the link of that channel on WhatsApp, and you can subscribe to that channel so that on every update you can get better videos. On WhatsApp, video higher quality videos are not supported, so for better quality video you can follow that link to get there, right? So take care,